This year, where the state's seen the most fire danger.
More flight options on the way for you at the Boise Airport, where you'll be able to book a direct flight to now.
I learned that I'm a dog, that any adversity given to me, I'm gonna get through it.
It's almost football season. The Broncos are ready. Look at the returning players already getting back on the blue.
CBS 2 News starts now.
Good afternoon. Day 4 now of the manhunt for an Army veteran accused of killing 4 people at a bar in Anaconda, Montana.
And no sightings of him since Friday when the shooting happened. 45-year-old Michael Paul Brown. Detectives think he's in the rugged terrain near the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest outside that Montana town. Police say he's dangerous and carrying a gun after the shooting Friday morning inside the Owl Bar, murdering those 4 locals. One of them a retired nurse bartending. Police then say he stole a truck with clothes and camping supplies inside before abandoning it later that day and not seeing him since. Montana authorities ready for this to be a long search.
We believe there was some clothing in it. At this point, we have every reason to believe the suspect is fully clothed, shoes on his feet, able to get around. We are acting under the assumption that he is alive, well armed, and extremely dangerous.
Family members say he struggles with severe post-traumatic stress disorder since a combat tour in Iraq. There's a $7,500 reward offered for tips leading to his capture.
The manhunt for Michael Brown highlights the challenges of the rugged terrain and vast search area. The search is focused in a valley surrounded by a mountain range and dense forest. Steep slopes and thick brush, plus rocky ground, make both foot and aerial searches difficult. Brown's military training and local knowledge give him an advantage, while his mental health struggles may lead to unpredictable behavior. Anaconda itself is a small town, and the entire county has just about 10,000 residents.
In Boise, a teen's attempt to steal alcohol ending in shots fired and 3 arrests. Here's what police report. An employee of a storefront on West Fairview Avenue confronting 18-year-old Bailey Geezy for stealing alcoholic drinks. She then punches them in the face. Then 18-year-old Junior Alvarado Hernandez comes in with another boy. The employee then shoots at them as they run off. Police later finding all 3 in a car, and they all face felony aggravated assault charges.
A heads up for people in the Barber Valley area. Officials are planning to test their emergency alert system. Starting at 6 p.m., a series of test messages will be sent to people that are registered with Ada County's Community Mass Notification System. They'll include more info about emergency alerts and notifications, as well as a survey for you to let officials know how well the alerts work. Idaho State Police now investigating a fatal crash that sparked a fire yesterday. It happened after 3:30 p.m. on northbound State Highway 55, south of Horseshoe Bend. A man from Caldwell was riding a motorcycle north on State Highway 55. Another driver from Idaho City was driving south. The rider drove left of center and the vehicles collided. The motorcycle rider died at the scene. The other driver was taken to the hospital.
The Caldwell Fire Department rallying behind retired Caldwell Fire Battalion Chief Ron Lloyd. They say he's in need of long-term therapy after 2 major medical emergencies. His insurance is denying the coverage. So Caldwell Fire is hosting a Pint Night fundraiser. That's going to be Monday the 18th at 6 p.m. It's going to be at Loose Screw in downtown Meridian. You can donate and show up and just show your support. Fires raging throughout the country, with more starting every day.
But they aren't burning up as much land as would be expected. Joel Hroma shares more on fire trends as this season continues. Joel?
The amount of fires that have started this year is exceeding both the yearly and the 10-year averages, but total acres burned remain lower than the average. The National Interagency Fire Center is reporting a total of 41,733 fires so far this year, Last year around this time, there was just shy of 23,000, and the 10-year average is almost 35,000. Earlier in the season, we spoke to Jim Wallman, a meteorologist from NIFC, to go over the factors that could lead to the type of season we are seeing.
In addition to that, with that warmer and drier spring, you're pre-treating the fuels already ahead of time. So now you're going into conditions that are possibly 4 to 6 weeks ahead of schedule.
As we've been seeing, due to a dry spring adding to the burnable fuels, a recent series of storms throughout Idaho has been causing fire starts. Most recently, the Striker Fire in Owyhee County and the Lightning Creek Fire in northern Idaho on the border of Montana. The month of August shows a significant potential of fire at the northern part of Idaho's panhandle as well as the southwest corner, with the rest of the northwest and Hawaii seeing an above normal potential. NIFC saying on social media the low acre number is, quote, thanks in large part to fast, coordinated response and the tireless work of wildland firefighters. We'll keep you updated on the rest of the season's outlook and when new fires are starting. In studio, I'm Joel Haroma reporting.
Got a sunny day out there, warm as it has been, and you can see, as usual, a lot of kids out there enjoying the splash pad and people under those umbrellas.
Roland's here to take a little closer look at our weather. Roland?
You know, we've had a couple of spotty showers around the Treasure Valley today. That was the tail end of the front that affected us yesterday, and it continues to generate some shower activity in the west central mountains. So here's a live shot from the top of Tamarack Ski Resort, and what you're seeing right there, folks, is these little pockets of rain. Now, some of these pockets might generate some occasional lightning, but in the Treasure Valley, by comparison, it is very, very dry. We did have some of those showers up here, especially around Gem County. I was up at Emmett earlier this morning, and there was definitely some pockets of rain that were moving through. It lasted about 5 minutes, then the sun would come out. But you see that little feature right there? That is what we call the wraparound moisture associated with the low that's going to continue to rotate through the region. And so that could still trigger some occasional spotty showers for us this evening. And the temperatures have been on the cool side. We're supposed to be in the mid-90s this time of the year. We've been hovering in the low to mid-80s, 83 in Boise, 81 degrees in Caldwell, and it's all because of that trough of low pressure that's hanging out there just to the west of us. So this is going to continue to rotate through the area tonight. Once it does, here comes a nice dry pocket of air. Lots of sunshine. In the morning, we'll start at 58, still cooler than normal tomorrow with highs getting up to 89 degrees. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. Now, if you think this temperature reading gets your attention, wait till you see what happens here by the end of the week, because it's going to be getting even cooler yet. More on that pattern and what's going to cause all this coming up in just a few minutes.
You can learn more about the future of the Ford Idaho Center in Nampa. There are 2 informative meetings happening Thursday night at 7 at the Idaho Hispanic Community Center and the next Monday night at 5:30 at Nampa City Hall. Official approvals still needed for the city to sell the arena to the College of Western Idaho.
This Thursday is the first Thursday of the month, and that means there's plenty to do in Boise. Stores will be hosting all sorts of events like food and beverage tastings, local art exhibits, retail trunk shows, live music, family activities, and more. Events typically run from 5 to 9 p.m. And this weekend, the Boise Soul Food Festival is coming to Julia Davis Park. This Saturday, you can head there to learn more about Black culture, food, and artistry in the Treasure Valley. There'll also be live music and dancing from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
CBS 2 is proud to be one of the sponsors of the Spirit of Boise Balloon Classic. Can you believe it? It's coming up already. Returns Labor Day weekend at M. Morrison Park. The 5-day hot air balloon event begins Wednesday the 28th with Caped Kids Day. Here's Michelle Hart of 107.9 Light FM to tell you about it.
It starts with Caped Kids Day, which is one of the most fun days of the entire week because the pilots don't leave the park that morning. They stay in the park and they do what they call tether rides for the kids so they can jump in the basket, go a couple feet up in the air, kind of feel what it feels like to be in a hot air balloon, and they bring them back down.
So they take flight, weather dependent, every morning through that Sunday. And Friday night's a big event with thousands already planning to attend.
Friday is our night glow spectacular. So the balloons can't fly in the dark. What they do is they line them up in a big oval and light them up like Chinese lanterns, and they do this little routine to music. It's just really cool to see the balloons at night.
And we're going to bring you live coverage each morning, as we do every year, from TV to YouTube, idahonews.com, Facebook. We're going to help you experience the Spirit of Boise Balloon Classic.
Beginning Monday, Collister Drive will be closed between State Street and Catalpa Drive for underground waterline work. The road is expected to be reopened by Tuesday, August 12th.
A piece of Idaho history may soon disappear. The Rainbow Bridge on Highway 55, built in 1933, it could be removed as part of a state redesign project. If you don't want that to happen, you have less than a week to speak up. The Idaho Transportation Department plans to build a new bridge just upstream from Rainbow Bridge. It spans the North Fork of the Payette River. The iconic structure listed on the National Register of Historic Places. But ITD inspectors say the narrow lanes, limited visibility, and crumbling concrete make it doesn't meet safety standards anymore. It's unsafe. 3 preservation options remain, though, costing between $20 and $50 million. None allow cars again, but some do allow limited walking. Preservation Idaho hopes to know what you want to see happen by Sunday. Submit your comment on ITD's webpage. Just search the term Rainbow Bridge.
I think the jobs numbers were slower than we expected.
And the president did not like that. What now, after his firing of the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
We're prepared to stick around and do the work needed.
The U.S. and Canada hoping to come to a trade deal, the push to lower the tariffs between our two countries.